Good afternoon, students, and welcome to the class today. Today we will start with a new chapter, which is chapter 8, editing a worksheet. So let's start. Microsoft Excel is an application software used to perform mathematical calculations. After entering data in a worksheet, we may need to make some changes in it. We can add more data and edit its content. Editing a worksheet involves changing cell content, copying and moving data, and inserting or deleting row and columns. Now moving towards the first topic, which is selecting cells. We often need to select a group of cells to perform various operations such as copying, moving, inserting or deleting. Selections can be made in any of the following ways. First one, to select a row or column, click on the row or column heading, entire worksheet, press Ctrl+A or click on the select all button located on the top of first row heading. Adjacent rows or columns, select the first row or column, then hold down the shift key while you select the last row or column. Non-adjacent rows or column, click on the row or column, then hold down the control key while you select the other row or column for selection. Next topic is entering numbers as text, date and time. To enter number as text, place apostrophe before the number. The digit will be treated as text. To enter date or time in a cell, type the number and click on the enter button next to the formula bar. Click on the format drop down button in the cell groups on the home tab and select the format cell option. In format cell dialog box, select the number tab, click on the date or time in the category list, choose the type of format and click on OK. To enter date and time in a cell, separate the date and time with space. Now next topic is changing cell contents. The characters and numbers typed in a worksheet can be seen both in cell as well as in formula bar. Enter the contents and press either the enter key or the enter button on the formula bar to accept the change. When you type in the new data into the cell, the two button cancel and enter will appear on the left of formula bar. Cell contents can be modified in two ways. First one is replacing cell contents. Second one is using edit mode. Replacing cell contents. By default, you can edit the cell contents directly and replace them with a new entry. Open a new worksheet and type in the data as shown in figure. Select the cell D6 whose content has to be changed. Now type 65 in that cell and press the enter key. Note that the previous value 56 is replaced with 65. Similarly, try to change the content of other cells. We can also edit the cell contents in the following way. To change the content of a cell, select the cell and then click on the formula bar where you want to insert characters. Now make modification in the formula bar. Turn on the overtype mode by double clicking on the cell. Press the insert key from the keyboard. Start typing in the cell. The existing characters will be replaced with the new characters you typed in. When overtype mode is turned on, the cursor changes to a thick blinking bar. The blinking bar is visible only when you are in edit mode. Using edit mode, select the cell D6, double click inside the cell. The data is also displayed in the formula bar. The insertion point will blink within the cell. Note that the edit mode is indicated on the left side of the status bar. Position the pointer at the desired place and change the content. Press the enter key the change will be entered in the current cell. Notice the edit mode indicator changes to ready mode. Now moving towards the next topic, which is using undo and redo feature. After making modifications in a cell, you may wish to cancel the changes and retrieve the previous data. To undo the last actions performed, use the undo button on the quick access toolbar. The redo button is used to quickly reverse the last action that you have done using undo command. Click on the redo button on the quick access toolbar. Now moving towards the next topic, which is inserting columns and rows. You can insert blank cells, rows or columns in a worksheet. Inserting a column. To insert a single column, select the column or cell to the left of which a new column is to be inserted. For example, select the column E, click on the insert drop down arrow in the cells group on the home tab and choose the insert sheet column option. Excel inserts blank column to the left of column E. The entries of column E will be shifted to column F. Next topic is copying and moving data. Copying refers to duplicate data, that is text, number, formulae, either in the same worksheet or in different worksheet. Moving refers to changing the position of data either in the same worksheet or in a different worksheet. Use copy and paste command to copy the data and use cut and paste command to move the data. These commands use Windows clipboard. Copying and pasting data. Select the cell or a range of cells you want to copy. Example, click on the copy button in the clipboard group. The moving dashboard line will appear around the selected cell. Select the cell F6 and click on the paste button in the clipboard group. The text will be copied to the new location. If you want to paste the same data repeatedly, click on the paste button again. Now moving towards the next topic, which is moving data around. Sometimes you find that the placement of data is not appropriate. If you do not need to delete and retype it, Excel allows you to move data around the worksheet using drag and drop method. Select a cell or a range of cells. Position the mouse pointer at the edge of the selected cell. Notice that the pointer changes from a black cross symbol to move pointer symbol. Drag the selected cell or a range of cells to a new destination and release the mouse button. The data will be moved to a new location. Now moving towards the last topic, which is using autofill feature. Excel provides a wonderful feature for copying cell content. Autofill is the easiest method to fill data in cell automatically. Type January in cell B1. Position the pointer at the lower right corner of the cell. The mouse pointer changes into thin black cross. Hold down the left mouse button and drag the fill handle up to B5. Release the button. The month February to May would appear in the cells B2 to B5. The months February to May would appear in the cells B2 to B5. With this, we have finished with the chapter. Thank you.